Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest from Ice 9 Kills Meet Greet. And meat is like meat. Like steak, like meat, not like meet and greet. Having said that, that's a great idea for their meet and greets. Call it meet and greet. Like, just an idea. But anyways, they are releasing a special edition of Horrorwood, and this song is part of that new special edition that is coming out next month, I believe. Early next month, early November. Right after Halloween. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And this video...
Probably even better time would be like right before Halloween.
Yeah, but I feel the weekend after Halloween is good enough.
The weekend after Halloween is Christmas. Well, for Americans, it's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving comes before. But anyhow, I did some research, and apparently this is about Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay.
Clarice. By the way, you know, for most people, like, when they think of Silence of the Lambs, that's what they think of.
That's like, yes.
For me, though. You know where my mind goes?
What?
Well, Bill. You know? When he's looking in the mirror, you know?
Oh.
Would you fuck me?
Yes.
Fuck me hard.
Oh, yes,
like,
yes.
That's where my mind goes.
Yeah.
Not because of, like, funny enough, not because of Silence of the Lambs, but because of Jane Silent
Bob, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and Clerks. Clerks 2.
Clerks 2.
Clerks 2. So, because of that scene from Clerks 2, that line has become, like, my go-to line when it comes to Silence of the Lambs. By the way, if you're going to eat somebody, probably Jodie Foster is not the right one. I don't know. She doesn't seem very appetizing to me.
Okay.
I don't know. Just saying. Just keeping it real.
Okay.
All right. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Let's check this out.
He's in the last cell. Stay to the left.
Thank you.
Don't get close to the glass. And be careful. If he smells your fear, he'll eat you alive.
Hello, Clarice. Nothing's free at this meet and greet. Quid pro quo as we go. Spare me any deceit. A trainee desperate for some information. Skip poor white trash by one generation. The silence is circling like lambs to a slaughter. This dance never ends. Across the glass. Agent Starling, these are not just thrill killing my mind. Help you find the fiend who fits the bill. Contrast his nasty habit with my refined palate. And tell me who kills in voice. The silence is circling like lambs to a slaughter. This dance never ends. Defiled, starved and skinned like many before her. It's happened again. The Starling spreads her wings. The moth is pulling her strings. One final flight for vanity. Fuck me. Silence is circling like lambs to a slaughter. This
What a fucking badass song, dude.
How many more of these piece of shit videos is this SOB gonna make?
Those who wore the merkins, allegedly made from nutria, a rodent-based material, will remain in ICU at Cedars Cyanide Hospital at least through the High Holy Days. Talk about a hairy situation, Diane. We turn now to the highly controversial trial of musician Spencer Charnas.
Jesus Christ, I can't get rid of this troglodyte.
After the recent
Troglodyte? I haven't heard that one in ages.
I use that one.
Were found depicted in Ice Nine Kills videos. The state has decided not to pursue new charges at this time. Meanwhile, the person police have dubbed the Silence Killer is still at large.
Jesus Christ, it's Spencer, you fucking idiots!
Charnas' lawyer, Carlos Cochran, could not be reached.
Carlos Cochran?
What?
Weren't they working directly on this investigation?
Yeah, I just suffered through the last fucking video. Are you kidding me? After the way you Marcia Clark this case up?
Okay, I don't get that reference.
Oh, now you got him? What makes you so sure?
So ladies and gentlemen,
Well, Miami Vice doesn't come on for another hour.
It must be
Maybe
reruns.
it's time to get the old band back together. Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah! You're going down, killer! Piece of shit.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Oh boy, these guys. Fuck, these guys didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, no. Troglodyte's a word
Fuck, I haven't heard that word in...
I swear I've used it around you, too.
No, I've never heard you say that word. But it's a word that I haven't heard in ages. Ages. Like, really ages, so... That, it took me a flashback to my youth. So, but anyhow, let's break this down into two things, song and video. Let's start with the video. What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, these guys make amazing videos, man.
They do. I mean, they really know how to take the backline, the backstory of what the song is about. In this case, really using a lot of references, video-wise, using a lot of references from the movie. Have you ever watched Silence of the Lambs, by the way?
I've watched Silence of the Lambs once. I've only watched it once, and it was a while back. That's why I get the references you were saying. But also that, or it's like, would you fuck me?
It's funny that I mentioned that as one of my favorite lines from the movie.
Oh, but of course, I think
it's
it's
there,
very famous.
and it's there, and then also that
yeah.
one was also there, but
a lot of my Silence of the Lambs stuff that's more recent that I've watched.
And let's not forget when he says that to the mirror. He's listening to Q Lazarus, Goodbye Horses.
That's what I was. Okay,
which is a fucking badass song. I mean,
you cut me off. That's exactly what I was gonna fucking say. Okay, two things. One is that Q Lazarus, that song
is so good.
But when I saw him doing it, I'm like, fuck. Now that song's in my head.
Goodbye horses. I can't remember what the rest of the lyrics are.
I'm crying over you.
Something like that, yeah. Goodbye horses. I love that song. I know. The synths are fucking great on that song.
That and also South Park had they had an episode where they toilet papered someone's house, and the cops were like, we have to find out who toilet papered the house. So they go to the jail, and there's a little kid who's
like Hannibal Lecter.
He's the Hannibal Lecter, but it's because he's very good at toilet papering people's houses. And he's like, what was the ply of toilet paper?
That's very South Park.
And then he's like talking to Officer Barber, and he's like, did your father beat you? Did he make you scream and cry? Did he touch you a little bit?
That's very South Park. But anyways, back to this video. It was good.
Yeah, I mean,
I love the fact that they also put the band in the cells.
Yeah.
So as she's walking, it's all the guys from the band like doing their shtick in the cells. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't know they were gonna play off as much as they did off of the actual movie. Like when he bites the guy and when he's in that cell. That's all that is.
Well, I was actually surprised it was continue. I guess I was surprised it was still going to be part of the Ice Nine Kills universe. When it comes to the storyline, I thought it was, since it's part of like a deluxe thing, I thought it would just be kind of its own one-off video type thing.
No, but they're the what I was going to say, the lore continues.
Lore continues.
The lore continues.
I think once they finish this lore, which I hope it never does end.
Well, when the band was in Toronto, we did the interview, and there's going to be a part. There's going to be not a part. I hate calling it part 3, but there's going to be
every great comes in a trilogy.
Exactly. So there's going to be a trilogy to the whole, Silver Scream horror world. There's going to be a trilogy.
I'm saying once that happens, they need to like actually make like.
By the way, if you guys haven't seen that interview, go check it out on the channel. It's really good because you get a little bit of inside information in terms of what's coming.
They need to pitch to Netflix a Netflix series. I think they need to do that.
Okay, dude. I love these guys as much as the next Core Kid, but let's keep in mind one simple fact here. It's not like they're creating something from the scratch here.
But I know.
They're just piggyback off of stories that already exist.
I know they're piggybacking off of it, right? But it's a different twist because it's all him. And he's getting the inspiration from these things.
I don't know if you can pull that off because I think there would be some copyright issues.
Stuff.
Now, what you could do is you could loosely base off of different movies and create almost like a Black Mirror series where episodes would either be what happened before what we've gotten to know as the movie, or what happened after, but not with the same names, with different names, slightly
names
different
of the songs.
Yeah, but like you want to separate yourself. You want to use like the movies maybe as the baseline to your idea, but then you want to go like far enough that it's not like you
But you still want to. I'd say you use the songs, and then each song has its own episode. But it's not going to play the song. It's not a fucking musical.
Okay, but if you watch the videos now, you're already watching the series anyways.
But there's going to be more to it. More to it.
That's such a flawed idea. I don't know.
They made a.
The question that I have is,
wait, hold on. They made a movie. I don't know if it was called Hiking in the Woods or something in the woods, and it's all recorded. I think it was made by one or two guys, whatever. It was like an indie film, and it's all by one guy recording it, kind of like Blair Witch, and he's being kind of hunted by like this Jason-looking guy, but he's not called Jason, and he kind of looks. I don't fully remember it. But it didn't copyright because I guess it was kind of like a Friday the 13th, but not.
Okay.
So you never know. Maybe they could get away with it.
Funny enough about Blair Witch Project, that's a movie I went to see on my the day after I got married to your mother.
Oh.
Because nothing says love like going to watch Blair Witch Project. And it's also interesting that movie started a whole a whole genre of porno movies.
Oh, I thought you said horror
movies. No,
gonzo
porno movies, POV. Like, that shit didn't existed before.
I thought you were going to say horror movies with, like, the
POV. Yeah, that too. But I'm saying, like, the pornos took from Blair Witch.
I don't think the pornos took from Blair Witch.
Oh, they totally took. The POV was totally taken from Blair Witch. That shit didn't exist before. The whole gonzo POV shit. There was, like, nobody in porno was doing that. Nobody thought that was a good idea. Until Blair Witch and how successful it was. And it was like, fuck, if that shit is successful, imagine if you had dicks and pussy. You know what I mean? Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then we got to where we are now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just keeping it real. So,
by the way, I looked at the time, like, the song was going on. Let's go into the song now.
Yeah.
The song was going on, and then it was getting around, like, the halfway of the video, at least. And I'm like, oh, please end it here, because the song is good. And
the song is good, but you can't really prolong it for 6 minutes.
But then I realized it's their
nice
video.
Kills,
yeah, like, they've done videos 9 minutes. Where the song's only
12 minutes.
12 minutes, yeah.
The song is only 3 or 4.
But you get a lot of lore and a lot of story, and
which is important.
Which is very important and very entertaining.
Yeah. So now the song itself. What do you think about this track?
Dude, these guys know how to put together tracks that are not only heavy, gritty, but also have just like somewhat of a catchy vibe to them. And again, I have to use this term, feel good. They have this feel good sound, even though maybe it's not like.
I don't know if feel good is the right terms.
I'm talking about chorus-wise. chorus-wise,
hooky.
They have a very hooky, feel-good sound to them, even though what it's talking about is not very feel-good. But I just love the major contrast with their verses and their chorus. Obviously, metalcore does that a lot. Metalcore, that is metalcore, is the contrast between them. But I feel like they do such a good job of just like cut and play. Like a lot of bands with verses to chorus, they'll merge it in more. These guys, they're able to do that cut and play where I'll go from the chorus straight to the verses again with that heaviness without really feeling like I've been dropped off a little bit. Like they've done that cut so well that it just feels like it was meant to be there.
Two of my favorite things about this band when it comes to songs, and they're both represented in this song, is that one, they incorporate a lot of lines, a lot of important lines that identify the movie.
Oh yes,
that matches the theme of what the song is all about into the lyrics.
But they do their.
To me, that is one of the
research.
That's for me. That's one of the key elements that I always love. If the song is about, like, we're talking about these last two records. If the song is about movie A, you know, like some of the most famous lines from movie A are going to be somehow in the song. They're going to be part of the lyrics of the song. That's point number one. Point number two is I love how they use their breakdowns. They use their breakdowns as a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like the same way in like, you know, imagine the shower scene from Psycho. Like how you feel when you're watching the movie and then the curtain goes and like it's not about what you're watching, it's more about what you're in, because that movie and a lot of Hitchcock movies for that matter, they're really good at not showing you what's happening. They allow your brain to imagine what's happening. So, but how you feel going in, that tension that you have, like that anxiety that you have about what's coming, they represent that really well. That feeling, that same emotion, really well represented in their music, and they use the breakdowns to do it. They do it in this song, they do it in all the other songs. And I think that's pure genius. Like, they structure their tracks the way you would structure a movie. Yeah. Because you know, there's character building moments of the movie, then you build the story, then you get to that climax, you know what I mean? And then after that, it's like the tail end of the movie where it's like either it feels good, like the story is resolved, or it ends on a cliffhanger in terms of what's going to go for the next. So,
or in some songs, it is the end where the way it finishes is such a big
like curtain coming down.
Curtain closer, yeah. I mean, these guys have made...
but they make the structure of the song very cinematic. Never mind that the theme is obviously cinematic because it's about movies, but they actually make the structure of the song cinematic as well. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't give them credit for. People talk about the breakdowns, how cool it is to have this song about this movie, that movie. Like, people talk about the fluffy stuff.
It's the general...
The fluffy stuff.
They talk about the general metalcore stuff, like the stuff that they like about the genre. Oh, they did this, they did this, they did this. But they don't look at the main fabric of the song. Like, they don't look at...
Under the hood
of the car. Like, they don't look at that. They just look at, oh, I like this because I normally like this. Or I like this, this was heavy, this was cool, I like this melody, this was this. But they don't look at...
No, and they look at the movie. They look at the movie parts, but I've never heard anybody talk about how the design of the song kind of matches like a movie design.
Like a movie, yeah.
You know.
Where it's like, fuck, this part of the song...
Or even matches the movie that they're talking about.
Man, stop cutting me off.
Okay, sorry.
They don't talk about the parts that make you feel so suspenseful. Like the parts that kind of build you up, and now you're like kind of sitting in, looking at the video. It gets you so enthralled with the whole experience. But no one ever talks about that. They're just, oh, this guitar is really good. Oh, this melody is very good. But when you listen to an Ice Nine Kill song, when you see them live, when you watch a video, it's a fucking experience.
True.
It's a full experience.
And like I said, they build the song in the same format that the movie is built, so that you have that cliffhanger and then you have that breakdown at the same time. The whole song is built in the same way. So not only you're getting the lyrics, you're also getting the feel in the sound and in the music.
So it doesn't just become a song that's themed after...
No, it's almost like it's part of the movie.
It just sounds like if the movie was a musical.
Yeah, or like if the song came before the movie, kind of thing. You know, it's like it's its own thing tied into the movie. I think that to me is one of those things that's pure genius, and I think it's most of the time it goes unnoticed.
But it's what makes this band stand on their own, away from everyone else.
Okay, so let me finish off this video by asking you this: we know there's going to be a trilogy. We know there's going to be part 3. What the fuck are they going to do after that? I mean, like, eventually it's going to run its course, and they're going to have to talk about heartbreak and and I don't know, and talk about breakups to
also,
makeups.
It's that same feeling where it's like, what does Sabaton do when there's no more wars to talk about?
No. That we know it's going to be their shtick forever. And if there's one thing we know about humanity is there's never going to be lack of wars. So I think they're
That's pretty true.
I think they're pretty settled on their ways. I don't think they have anything to worry about. The check is in the mail. But for these guys here, after you do the trilogy, then what?
My real question is, what do you think the trilogy is gonna like? What movies do you think are gonna be in the trilogy?
I honestly haven't given much thought yet about it. I mean, they've covered like all the big ones.
They've covered a lot of the big ones.
Like, there's really not that much. Like,
The Thing?
There's
The Mist.
There's not. But I don't even know if those are big ones. Those are okay. Like they're
pretty good movies.
I mean, know, man.
Isn't the Thing is the one where they're in Antarctica?
Yeah.
I feel like that one's big enough to have a song.
It's a little bit of a cult classic, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I honestly feel like they've covered most of the big ones, so I think they're gonna have to get into some more obscure shit.
That's okay.
Or be creative. I don't know if they want to do part 2, like. You know, it's not like there's only one Friday the 13th, so I don't know if they want to do that.
I think it's over.
But I don't think that's the path that they want to go down.
No.
Anyways, my question is beyond that. Is what do you do after that trilogy? What do you do then? Like, what? You go back to...
Go back to stuff they were making before.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff before had to do with horror stuff. It's not like they didn't have to do with horror. So, I mean, they technically could go and create an album where they make their own horror stories and the whole album is like a concept of their own. Well, that would be kind of cool, actually.
They could just do that for the rest of their...
Yeah, that's true. Almost like King Diamond.
Yeah, exactly. Create a story, a horror story, and then do the same thing you've been doing with the Spencer videos. But maybe don't make it Spencer.
I think the Spencer videos will finish after the trilogy.
Yeah, just don't make it Spencer. Make it someone else, but still make it an enthralling adventure throughout the entire album.
All right,
where it will be one of those. It'll be one of the first metalcore albums that you'll have to listen to start to finish because you're getting that full story.
Has there ever been a metalcore?
I don't think there's been a metalcore concept album.
At least not that I know of.
Same.
If somebody knows of one, hit us up in the comment section.
Please.
Yeah. All right, guys. This was a lot of fun, as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know your thoughts. Interesting question. What movies would you like to see in the part 3 of this trilogy? What movies they haven't touched yet that you feel deserve some serious attention? Hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Would the Mummy apply? No, Mummy's not horror. It's more of adventure.
I don't think the Mummy.
Yeah, I don't think the Mummy would apply.
Wasn't that with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah. No, I don't think that would apply. Piranha?
I don't even know that one.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. In Piranha 2, they fly and eat people.
Sharknado?
Fuck Shark.
Is that a horror movie?
No, I mean, it's a horrible movie.
It's a horrible movie.
I mean, if you're going to make an album about horrible movies, then just throw Jersey Girl in there. I mean, to some, that would be horror. Just saying. Tusk. That's a pretty fucked up movie. I don't know if it falls under the category of horror or not, but it's pretty fucked up.
The way it ends it's kind of fucked.
Dude, it's fucked up. And there's a sequel. I haven't seen the sequel yet.
There was supposed to be a third, apparently, remember?
Yeah, but...
He was talking about...
They're all shit, but so... I don't know. Hopefully they stop at 2. They should have stopped at 1. Anyhow...
They should have stopped at the boardroom before.
They should have stopped at the idea of like doing the movie and then not doing it at all. Anyhow, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know what movies you would like to see represented in that part 3. And we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.